Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Love you guys. Thanks for coming on over and seeing what I'm doing in my craft room today. I'm going to work more on my September 2022 glue book, and I have already dissected these few magazines that I have showed you in the previous video that I'm going to use for this book. I have decided to keep it simple, so that means just 3 magazines and this envelope junk journal, and let's see what else. Yeah, I'm just gonna, and glue. I'm just gonna keep it simple. So what I've done to prep this thing is I've already extended some of the pages on here because I had small envelopes that didn't give the width for larger images. So I did a little bit of that, and I'll show you that in a minute. But I took these books and I dissected them, my first impression dissections, you know what I mean? The pictures that stood out first, or the other things that I wanted to use in here. So I've taken several different bins. I have one, two, three, 4. This bin is focal images. So things that are going to have a center stage, that are going to be a little bit of a center stage kind of a thing, you know? So that's why I wanted to extend some of the pages, because some of these images are quite large. So that's that. And I've got some small things in here too as well that will be featured as part of the page. And these are background things. So some, you know, that paint that goes with that bird. This is a cool background, some colors, and this has a grid on it, and I like that color. This color has polka dots on it. You can see them. So lots of things that can go on backgrounds and to accent or go behind a focal image to make it stand out. And then I like to add large lettering. So for this one, there's actually words on here I might be able to pull. But if I just use part of it as a background, it just still looks kind of cool. Even if you can't tell what that word is, there's a hint of a word back there. And somebody I saw was doing that, and I don't know who it was, but I picked it up and I like it. So that idea, anyway. And here's some white on dark text. Here's some more large lettering that I liked. And then some words that I think would be good for titles or some sort of a verbal accent. So lots of words on this part here. I like what it says all together, but I think I'm going to dissect it. I want the word rhythm. I love the word rhythm, embrace, and going to fight for, you know, things. I think I'll dissect that and use that for some titles too, for pages. So that's how I've been working on this book. And then I just have these all set out alongside of me. And these also are close at hand so that I can pull out, you know, if I need this color, I can still pull that out. Or if I want to have this section right here to accent something too. So I've got lots of different things, or numbers are great too on these books. So keeping them handy. And my desk is, again, quite a mess, but really trying to keep it contained so I can take this into the living room, watch football, and do it too, right? Because that's that time of year. So I've gone ahead and I have extended some pages, and I did that on video. But I've also got started in some of these, and I'm having a blast already with some of the things that I have pulled out. So yeah, here's that page there, the extension on that. And this is fun, a circle theme sort of thing. So more extended right here. But for this one, this was just a little envelope. But with the images that I put on here, it extended it as well. And there's an interesting shape now. So that's kind of fun going forward. And I don't know what will happen on this side of the page, but over here, I love that rounded edge. So that's kind of fun. This looks like it's got a fun edge on it, but it's just how I cut the paper, and it turned out cute. I like it. This is fun too. So took my other papers and did some fun scalloped edge with that, did some background on that. So that's kind of how these pages are flowing together. And this too, this is only 2 images, you guys. This image was 1 page, and then this, and this was all part of a library. So I love how it turned out with just 2 different things. And then the color combinations with the orange and the pink and the green. And this over here, I like it. I like it a lot. So going forward, I am going to, I found something that I want to put on this. I want to do this right here, but I want to add some things right here to cover that up. But I want to leave this because it's fun. And she's just a cutie face. And I love all the other colors and things around it too. Yeah, that's just a cool piece of art right there. So let's go, and I want to keep that available to see as well. So let's go to my backgrounds bin and maybe some of my large letters, and that would be a fun way to add here too. Fun thing to add. I don't know. I like that sort of. And I am dealing with lighting today too. So what about the birds? Too busy? Too busy. There we go. I don't like that. So I've got all the colors of the rainbow on here. So why don't I maybe do a texture? Well, that's kind of fun. This would tone it down. But I've already got blue right there. And I don't want to cover up this. And another thing too with this, I don't want to overthink, you know. Ooh, got some more of this blue. I was looking for you. Anyway, what about orange popsicles? Peach popsicles. Where's I've got more of those. Got this yellow. Yeah, that's something that's not on this page is some yellow. So why don't I add some yellow to this? Yellow orangish. She got a little yellow on her lips, I guess. That'll bring out her lips. Oh, the corn. What can I do with the corn? I don't know if I like that. Although, looking in my monitor, that's not horrible. I don't hate it. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is simplistic. And this would bring out her face colors better. But how does that go against this? What am I looking at here? Huh. Not loving it. Back to the, I'm going to keep that orange handy. Keep this orange handy. Yellow orange. What else? This is fun too. It's kind of, it's subtle though. Can't really see it. Chandelier. Nope, too dark. Anybody else like just digging in stuff? Digging in your fodder to find things? I don't like that either. I think I'm going back with this. Put the corn up here. I'm going to trim the corn though. It's interesting next to the pink and black. So that. Yeah, peach popsicles. Doesn't that sound absolutely wonderful? Maybe some black and white words on here too. And I might be able to trim off this corn a little bit so I can have it for something else because I don't need that much corn. Yeah, let's cut this in half and use what I have. That way it won't cover it up too much. And I'll have some left over. All right, so, ooh, this gold is pretty, isn't it? Maybe a solid color to break things up. I kind of like that idea. Let's see here. Let's cut off the white. Things just start to layer up on itself. And let's see, was that enough? The tricky part with these layering, is getting it to, it's gluing it all down so that it is placed in its, you know, so it's all where it needs to go. That gets tricky. I like that though. So we're gonna layer this page right here with these 3 colors and maybe put a little bit of a peach down here. Okay, so let me just get going on that. And I'm using Elmer's Extra Strength glue sticks. And I'm gonna put a piece of paper behind it so that I don't glue onto the previous pages, of course. Okay, so what's everybody doing today? Working on what now? Are you gluing? Are you crocheting? Are you painting? Are you making junk journals? Are you going vintage? That's one thing about this community. There's so many creatives and in so many different beautiful ways. Just blows me away how much fun everybody's having in different creative ways. And then, do you ever get stuck? And then when you get stuck, what do you do? Let's see here. How am I working? Doing okay here. I like that. Gonna have to do a little trim right here. Let's trim that up right there so it's not overlapping. Yeah, I just have some pages hanging out next to me to glue on top of. I do have my phone books too. I just don't have it, didn't pull it out right now. And they're bulky as opposed to a single piece of paper that I can put on here instead. Okay, I'm liking that. Where's my focal? That looks good. I'm going to, let's see, put something down here. Where's that? I have a little orange in this bin somewhere from here. Got a piece of peach. Add that right there. And it's a fun shape too, so that gives it a little another something, a little thing of something. So this glue book I think is going to have quite a bit of color in it and just be fun. Just going to be fun. I like that. How about some black and white lettering there? So I'm going to pull out my burning gun. Oops, as my other one drops on the floor. Let's see, black and white letters. In here, I don't really have any black. I have red and other words on this? Blue. Blue might, hold on, wait, hold the phone. Hold the phone. Might be able to do this. Let's trim this up and put some, get a hint of blue letters behind it. And I'm just going to go straight through the middle of them. That looks kind of cool. Let me think here. Let me see. Looking through my monitor. Sometimes it's really good if you're doing this and you're filming. It's hard to see it, you know, when you're close at hand. It's like the forest through the trees. And when you look at it in your monitor, the monitor's over there today. Do I like that, or do I put it on up here? Come on. Upside down, because then you can't really tell what it is for words. What about that? That's a blue and yellow. I think I like it. I think I'll do it that way. And that also will break up this a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, so what I'll do is just do the edge of this. Just the tippy top. Get that secure. There's already a lot going on though. This picture is really cool. It's like a collage already made for a glue book. Work smarter, not harder. If it's already there, use it by all means. Okay, I'm gonna clean up here while I process. Okay, so that's working out really well. So let's see where I want to fold her. So I can glue it better. I'll know where to put the glue, so in a more efficient way. Everything's a little cockeyed, a little crooked on here. And I'm gonna go with it. Not gonna have a fit about it. I'm gonna do this side first. So as far as, going back to my little conversation on what you do when you get stuck, wondering what you do, if you want to add that down low in the description or the comments section. There are so many different ways you can go about getting over your junk, your stuckness, if you happen to be in a funk creatively. I was listening to Valerie Sjodin, and she's a wonderful artist out of Portland, I believe. And she talked about, you know, when she gets stuck, it's like sometimes you're losing inspiration, or you're tired, but you still have this need to be creative, because every day is better with something creative on in your day, right? So for her, she called it KISS. Keep it simple and sweet. Okay, so what originally brings you joy to create? And do that. If you can't, you know, if you've got a large project, say you're working on a painting or a book, you know, if you're making a junk journal and it's getting complicated and you just need a break from it, do what originally brought you joy in your creativity. So if that's just making marks on paper, do that. If it's stenciling with one stencil, do that. If it's taking one magazine and using it to make glue books, do that. If it's drawing doodles, do that. You know, so find that original source of joy for you creatively and do a little bit of that. And it doesn't have to be grand. When I get stuck, I doodle sometimes. So that's what becomes of these in my notebooks and stuff. I just take an old notebook and my colored pens or my black pens, and I just go to town on that. So here's a pretty fall picture. And this would be pretty to go with that. So I've got, do I want to start another page? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. So I'm just going to leave it at that. It's already, you know, enough of a video, but I really love this. I love the orange, and she's just looks so happy, and she needs some words. I don't know what they'll be yet. But it's fun. Okay, guys. A little tip for getting out of your slump if you ever are in one. And then another page in my September 2022 glue book. I hope you're all having a good day. Love you guys. Take care. And as always, glare. And as always, God bless. Bye-bye.